Welcome ladies and gentlemen, I'm Billy Bob and welcome back to another walkthrough. This is going to be a 100% full game and 100% achievement guide walkthrough of the bunker. I'll be playing this on the Xbox One version, but if you got the PlayStation 4, you can follow along. For the Xbox One, there's a total of 28 achievements that we must unlock in order to get 1,000 gamer points. For the PlayStation 4, I believe there's 29 trophies. In order to get those achievements, the 28 achievements for the Xbox One, or to get those 29 trophies for the PlayStation 4, you'll have to collect all the collectibles, and you also have to get both alternate endings to this game. And I'll be doing this, showing you this through this walkthrough. So without further ado, let's get started. And if you would, anytime during this game or at the end of the game, if you hit that like button, leave a comment, and if you also would, please hit that subscribe button. So let's get started.
Dropping from 100 over 70 to 70 over 58.
So keep pushing. I can see the head. Last push. It's a boy. Well done.
Alright, the controls on this are very simple for the Xbox One. Just move this cursor around with your left thumbstick to get these prompts right here to come up. Just move it over to the prompt right here and hit it with your A button if you got the Xbox One controller. For the PlayStation 4, I believe it'll probably be the X. So let's get started. Interact with it.
Got to say it again, John. You can't leave me alone, Mum. I'll still be here. I'll always be here. But you forgot to say again.
As long as I stick to the routine, I'll be safe. As long as I
Always be here.
stay in our rooms, I'll be safe. As long as I don't go outside, I'll be safe.
That's it. Good boy. What time is it?
Reading time, Mum.
Yes.
Okay, this is going to be our first state of achievement that we need to unlock, is reading all 3 of these books. The first 2, the Bible here and this blue one right here, you have to interact with it. But this book right here will be automatic, the one that says Treasure Island. So just move your cursor over. We're going to do the Bible first.
He had no experience. Little, he had experienced in many things, multiple bodies. He had not been tried. Mum?
I love you, Joe. I'll be here. I keep you safe, I promise.
No. 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 Please. Please.
So there's our first achievement, the last goodbye. That's our first achievement that we have unlocked. Okay, there's some collectibles we're gonna have to be getting. There's about 14 documents that we gotta interact with and read. There's about 3 cassette players that we got to interact with, and there's about 6 computers that we have also got to interact with, and also finding a puzzle piece, and also reading all the 3 books. The rest of it will unlock as story related. So you see right there where it says X to read it. Let's hit X to read it. So basically we're going to have to go, this is routine that we're going to have to go to. We're going to have to go to medical, take our vitamins, and check the DOS meter. We got to listen to the radio, do a radiation check, go to the food area and eat, and check on our mom. So we hit X to close out. So let's go to our first routine area, the medical. Okay, so you're gonna move your cursor around to these prompts open up. When they do, just move it over there to the prompt and hit A to activate it.
I wonder if my radiation level is safe.
Okay, for this one right here, just put over that prompt right there and hold down on your A button for the Xbox One.
Radiation is just over 70
dots fully
mR.
circle around that circle.
That's acceptable.
Alright, so turn on this computer right here. Okay. Bring your cursor up and highlight this right here to perform a radiation check. Hit A.
Bunker radiation is normal. Good. What delights do we have today?
Okay, this is the food area. So we can interact with any of these food boxes right here. Don't matter which one.
Peas and carrots, I suppose. So that makes 27 years, 3 months and 14 days of food left.
Alright, before you go any further, don't click on anything else. You want to come up here to this puzzle that is hanging on this wall right here, to your right. Interact with the puzzle piece hanging on the
I
wall.
remember my mother and I made this jigsaw.
There's a missing, you see there's a missing puzzle piece right here. You got to activate it.
A missing piece.
So what this is going to do is going to drop that missing puzzle piece later on in the game, where you will find it and you will unlock the missing puzzle piece. If you do not do this at this point, you won't be able to do it again. You'll have to start your game all over and redo it again. So hit B to back out. Alright, let's check on our mom. Alright, here's one of our documents that we got to interact with.
I'm not very good at drawing.
Alright, we can go to the desk now.
I need to read to Mum.
Alright, it's the blue book next.
The fan should be set in operation as soon as the shelter is occupied and the outside doors closed. It should be closed down immediately following the attack to prevent the filters blocking due to the air following the blast wave being contaminated with dust particles both from the ground and from any falling buildings. These particles will not be radioactive. Similarly, the ventilation should be shut down when the fallout is expected.
So we're going to do this routine again.
Radiation is nearly 80 MR. It's increasing.
Put your cursor here to perform a bunker radiation check.
27 years, 3 months, and 13 days left.
We had a dreary morning's work before us, for there were no sign of any wind, and the boats had gone out and manned, and the ship wrapped 3 or 4 miles around the corner of the island and up around the narrow passages to the haven behind the Skeleton Island. I volunteered for one of the boats, wherever I had.
So that's the part, that last book, what I was telling you, will be automatic. Now we unlocked another achievement, Bookworm, for read all books. Alright, we're going to do this again.
Radiation is over 80 MR.
Let's do a radiation check. There's another achievement unlocking, the routine for finishing chapter 3.
I need to find that manual.
Alright, interact with the wooden toys right here.
I don't know what to do.
There's 9 of these that we have to collect.
The procedural manual. Where is it?
Alright, so go down to the desk, activate it, go to the top drawer.
My old diary.
Today it is my birthday, and I have
You want to hit X to read it?
peaches, my
Make sure you
favourite.
do that.
And there was a candle. Mum gave me this book and some pens. Look, here are the colours.
Just want to make sure
Vera
that we are
sang me
tracking,
Ring a Ring of
the achievement
Roses.
is tracking
She said she was
properly.
crying because she is
And
happy
make sure
it's
we
my
will
birthday.
unlock it later
And
on.
then she and PJ and Louie and Mum sang me happy birthday, but not too loud. I blew out the candle. This book is going to be my book about my friends. Today I will start a new friend. He will look like this. He will be a soldier because I have a general, but I need a bigger army. I've got a block from the map room, but I had to hide. Mr. Bishop was there. He nearly saw me. He was shouting. He says I am a waste. I think he's a waste. I will make the soldier, and Mr. Churchill and Joan of Arc will tell him to fight Mr. Bishop.
Okay, we hit X to close it. Hit your right bumper to go to the next page, because there's another one.
We had ham today. It is sort of pink
Hit
and
X to read it.
sticky. It is better than sardines, which are the worst. Mum has made my knife sharper so I can finish off doing my soldier. She says Rocky was the best at winning fights, so that's his name. I finished Rocky, so here are all my friends.
Alright. Hit B to back out. We're going to check the second drawer as well. I don't think there's
I
nothing in
don't
it, but we're
need
going
new
to just make
underwear
sure.
right now.
Because we're going to be very thorough to make sure we unlock all the achievements. Let's go to the bottom one.
The manual.
So we'll let that set for a few minutes, for a few seconds, excuse me. So John's gonna have to go down to level 2, and apparently he's gonna have to find the fuse box and replace the fuse that has apparently blown. And then he'll have to do a system check. Alright?
Find the fuse box, level 2. Find the fuse box, level 2.
Alright. There's another achievement unlocking for finding the toy mother. To review our toy collection, all we gotta do is hit your Y.
Mum.
So that'll show you we have 1 of 9. Mom.
I'm not sure I can do this.
Okay, to make John progress further, sometimes you're gonna find footsteps on these floors. Just interact with it to make them walk down to this area. Alright, we're gonna go to the first room right here on our right. Make sure you interact with this document right here. Hit X to read it. That's just showing John how much food he has left in stock. So we can hit X to close it. Hit B to back out. Hit B again. We can go into sick bay now. So there's a prompt here. We're gonna interact with
Blood.
it. I don't think we need it for achievement, but we're gonna make for sure that we, just for sake, just interact with it to make sure. Alright, there's a document right here. Hit X to read
Date
it.
4th of July 96. Patient's name Vera Taylor. Patient reports headache from Monday AM, vomiting and diarrhea Wednesday, also cough with occasional blood, intermittent bowel pain, increasing pain in chest, temperature fluctuating, peaks at 100.5 degrees, blood present in feces. Conclusions. Patient showing signs of radiation sickness. Plan. Sick bay stay, white blood count test, monitor. Potassium iodide 130 milligrams orally per day for 4 days. Review. Possible DTPA course. Notes taken by Evelyn Jones.
Alright, we can hit X to close it. Hit B to back out. Hit B again. Let's go to this area right here. Click on to this map that's on the wall, which is a radiation warning map.
I'm safe.
So it looks like we are safe. If there was any radiation leak, these areas would light up red, so we good. Hit B to back out. Hit B to back out again. Hit B again to back out. Let's find the footsteps. There they are. So, what we want to do is go to this door right here. Alright, just put your cursor over that area right there. Hold down your A button, and with your left thumbstick, just drag it down until it does that.
You know, if you stay in your room, you'll be safe.
John ain't gonna be able to open this door. It's gonna let him know that he's gonna need a key. But make sure you do it.
must be a key.
Alright. We're going to go to this room right here. So that is right behind them. So interact with it. It's room 1. Go to the desk.
She liked it when I read to her.
Go to the top
What do
drawer.
I do?
Here's some more documents.
I
Make
remember
sure
drawing these.
that you cycle through them so that so it'll track properly. Just hit your RB, hit it again, and just keep cycling through it until it stops. Alright, we can back out now. Go to the second drawer. The key should be in here. There it is.
The key. Now I have to leave.
We're going to be very thorough, so we're going to double check the bottom one. I don't think there's nothing in it, but we're going to check it anyway. So there ain't. Alright, so let's go through the door now. So, as we see the story right now, it's only John. So when John goes through certain areas of the bunker, this bunker here, he's going to have a flashback. Like it's doing right now. He's going to have a flashback memory of what has happened in the past. And it's going to start telling a story about what has happened to everybody in this bunker. Just only to leave John and his mom some 30 years later. So let's activate this.
And I've taken the spoil supplies off
And spit it out.
14 months at best. If we carry on as we are, 8 months. But I've gone over it with Dr. Hart. On bare minimum, we might make 14.
And bare minimum means?
I didn't like to press him, but scurvy, rickets. Christ.
Then we all just withered away to skin and bone. Maybe I should have just left the hatch open and gone for a nice stroll in the fresh air instead.
What do we do?
We tell people everything's all right.
It's not all right.
One whiff of this and you'll have your throat slit over the last tin of peaches. Is that the way you want to die, Sam? Fighting over scraps? We could just cut your wrist now and the rest of us will split your rations. Chin up, man. It's 10 minutes until the next bulletin. Fighting over scraps. Split your rations. Is that the way you want to die, Sam?
So we're at level 2. We're going to go through this door right here. Alright, we've unlocked another achievement, failure, for finishing chapter 4. Alright, so let's turn this light on right here. on this desk right here is first of our 3 cassette players that we gotta listen to.
Dan, this is Alex. Please send this out to all the Berkshire stations and let me know. Thanks. Hello. This is Alexandra Swan. I'm trying to contact my brother Jonathan Swan. When the 4-minute warning came, I was on the phone to him, and he said he'd got a place in one of the Berkshire bunkers, but I don't know which one. If he's with you, and his wife's name is Sarah. John, if you're there, or if anyone has any news on him, please let me know.
Okay. We go ahead and close it. Stop it. Alright, there's a computer right here that we gotta interact with. The first thing you want to do is hit X to read it. So we gotta check on region reports, medical reports, personal logs, and miscellaneous. So hit X to close it. Let's go to regional reports first. Make sure you hit X to read it. Let's set that for a few seconds. Alright. Hit back out on the computer. Let's go to medical reports. Hit X to read it. Hit back right there. Go to miscellaneous. Personnel. Hit X to read it. And last but not least, miscellaneous. Alright, we done. So hit B to back out. We gotta go to this area right here, but before we go any further, there's a document right here on this desk. So make sure you interact with it. And you're gonna hit X to read it.
From Bunker HQ, Site 3, Corsham, Wiltshire. Prime Minister delivered safely before blast hits. 4,013 government ministers and civil servants, including Cabinet Office, local and national government agencies, intelligence and security advisors logged in. Shortage noted in domestic support staff. Guess they didn't make it. All facilities operating normally. Checks carried out in infirmary, bakery, laundry, kitchens, telephone exchange, storerooms, office space, living accommodation, maintenance areas and workshops. How big is that place? Trust me, you get sent to this sardine tin. Prime Minister unsatisfied with living accommodation. Twat. Other. Civilian casualties noted outside bunker. Group of 50 attempted to breach rear exit blast door. Aggressive action not required. Activity ceased after blast. Poor bastards.
Alright, we can close out. Hit B to back out. Now we can go to this area right here. Alright, we're going to come in this area right here. Right here you can see that's the area we got to go to, but before we go any further, there's a wooden toy soldier right here on the floor right here, so make sure you get it.
Sam.
Which is Sam. That's going to unlock the achievement for getting him. Alright, so we gotta go in these two rooms right here before we go down there to that fuse box area. So it don't matter which one you go to first. But if you go in here first, there's gonna be a Q2E come up, a quick time event. But just follow me. Let's go to this room first. Alright. If you look right here on this floor right here under this chair is another toy.
Doctor.
That unlocks the achievement for the doctor toy. Hit B to back out. Here's our second cassette player that we got to interact with.
I just need to know.
It's all right, Vera.
Nonsense! I know George is trying to hide things from me. I'm ill, Evelyn. I'm not stupid. I'm right, aren't I?
I don't know what to say. I suppose he's just not sure.
Radiation! Then why is he trying to hide it? Why? Am I on the right medicine? What can be done? Why won't he say?
George has been distracted lately. Maybe he's just trying not to upset everyone.
They should be upset. They built this place in 6 weeks. 6 weeks! How can anyone expect it to be safe? There must be a leak. There must be.
Mr. Bishop says
I
that
know what he says. He doesn't want everyone to panic. Silly old Vera having another one of her turns. Look, here. More blood. I'm not being silly. I'm not. It's not just me, Evelyn. If there's a leak, it's all of us.
Alright. We can stop it from recording. Playing. Excuse me. Alright, there's going to be a document right here. So let's interact with it.
AB welcomes.
Hit X to read it.
CB asks clarification purpose of meeting. AB puts forward petition from 18 residents keen to institute post of morale officer. It is felt that CB is not forthcoming enough in communicating current status of bunker to residents. CB makes point that any urgent change in status will be communicated very clearly to all residents when it becomes relevant. In his view, no need for a new position. AB cites 2 safety incidents and asks committee if they were aware. All but FH, DM, SC are unaware of said incidents. CB says neither incident is cause for immediate concern, no need to raise panic in difficult atmosphere. Calls on FH to clarify incidents. FH agrees not of immediate concern. AB raises point that lack of trust in bunker hierarchy is causing morale issues. More clarity and openness needed. CB reiterates appointed hierarchy and his belief that no need for additional officer. If any critical incident comes to light, all will be made aware. Requests end to meeting as urgent business to attend to. AB calls for vote on appointment of morale officer. CB says vote will be ignored. Not a democracy. Meeting ended.
We're also going to interact with this chalkboard. I don't believe it's needed for any to unlock any of the achievements, but we're going to be thorough anyway. We're going to interact with all the prompts that we see that come up just to make sure. There's one on this wall right here, so go to it.
Let's say, for example, the hit on Reading was 1 megaton. That would mean we have this radius, only halfway to Basingstoke. Now maybe that looks small, but that's around 100,000 fatalities, maybe 80,000 injuries from the blast and the fireball. That's just to start with. Prevailing wind direction here is northeast. Fallout scatter would be huge. It's likely to drift all the way out past Cambridge, past Norwich even, out to sea. The total number of casualties? Unimaginable. And that's 1 bomb.
So this is kind of like a map that is apparently shown where some of the nuclear war missile has hit. Alright, going back out. Back out. So we're going to go in this room right here. This is one of the prompts that are going to come up. Is going to be QTE, a quick time event, excuse me. So be ready
With the
for it.
greatest respect, sir, we've been up all night. It's been 10 minutes since I had to cover Vera's face.
But is it radiation?
I don't
sickness?
know yet. The nearest proper lab is under 10 tons
Come
of
up right in this
radioactive
area, right in
rubble,
here.
and I have to make do with a microscope.
Be
It's
ready.
all right, George.
It's fixing to
We'll
come
run
up.
some tests, Mr. Bishop.
Is anyone else showing signs?
Yes, 6
It's to come up
others.
about right now.
Quarantine them.
Right here.
Mom? It's all right. Come here, love. What's the matter? I can't
So there's a couple of those that will come up
It's
through the
all
game.
You know, if you stay in your room, you'll be safe. Let me put a tick.
Alright, so we're in this
I don't
area
like
right in
it
here. Alright, there's a toy right here on the floor.
Commissioner.
Alright. That's it, unlock the achievement for the toy. I don't know why it's not tracking right. So maybe it'll pop up here in a little bit. So make sure you go to these monitors right here. Let's turn them on. There it comes. It was a little bit delayed. Alright, so we're going to hover over these with that cursor to make sure it's going to track properly. But make sure that's just one of the computers that you got to interact with. We can turn it off. Hit B to back out. I don't think none is in this locker, but we're going to check it anyway, just so we'll be
An
thorough.
empty locker.
Alright, we're going to go to the desk. Interact with the computer. Hit X to read it first. Let it set for a few seconds. Alright. Hit next. Hit X to read it. And hit log out. Alright, make sure there's a document right here. Make sure you interact with it. Hit X to read it. Alright, let's stroll up and down a couple times to make sure it's going to track properly. Alright, that should be good enough. Interact with the intercom right here.
Attention, the mains power is about to be switched off for maintenance purposes.
Let's double check. Alright, ain't nothing else. Alright, so we hit B to back out. Hit B again. Let's check what this. Oh, this is a radiation warning map. So we are good. So hit B to back out. Let's go to the fuse box area. Alright, before we go in here, we want to check this locker, this file cabinet here, excuse me. I don't know if it's needed, but we're going to interact with it anyway, just to make sure. So we can go into the equipment room, electrical equipment room. Go ahead and grab a fuse.
Here's the replacement.
But before we do that, let's turn the power off.
Replace damaged fuse.
Alright, so let's replace the fuse. It's going to be the third one, FS3, right here.
I can switch the power back on now.
Hit me back out. Let's turn the power back on. Alright, just hit B to back out. Hit B again. We're gonna go back upstairs.
That doesn't sound good. Please be okay, please be okay.
Okay, let's sit down at the desk. Let's interact with our computer.
What do I do?
So it's letting John know he has to go get an NBC suit.
I need an NBC suit before I can go to level 4.
So he's got to go to level 4. But he's got to find an NBC suit. We're going to go to this door again. Let's go downstairs.
I need to go down.
There we unlocked another achievement for replace the fuse for finishing chapter 5. So we're going to turn the light on right here. Alright, we're going to have to interact with this desk, but before we do that, there's a toy piece right here on the floor. So make sure you get it. Has achievement for unlocking a toy soldier. Alright, we're gonna have another one in QTE that coming up here soon. So let's interact with this war table right here.
It's not
Mr. Churchill, it's an honor, sir.
Make sure you grab one of them toys right there.
So out with it. What couldn't you tell me yesterday? There's no hope for any of them.
I don't know. It's not radiation poisoning. The water's clean, the air is clean. It's not the food.
Be careful about right in this area right here.
Yet the symptoms.
That Q2.
I can't shake the feeling that someone is up to something.
Damn it, George. We don't have time for your fantasies. You need to figure this out with facts.
We don't know where this
around
thing
this
comes
area
from,
right in here.
or how
on
it
the
will
floor.
spread.
Just
We
have
have
it on
no
the floor here.
cause, we have no cure. We just don't have the resources to deal with it.
There is no help. There is no cavalry. There's just us. So get yourself together and fix this, do you understand me?
Here it comes, right there.
What's that?
Cooling system.
It don't give you much time, so you gotta be quick.
I'm sorry, Mr. Bishop. I'm just on edge. This place, it's full of ghosts.
Alright, so we can interact with this board here. We're going to do that, and we're going to interact with this. So let's go here first.
What we don't know for certain is the contamination levels. We can calculate the likely fallout and its effects, but we don't have any good model for anthrax spore spread, or even how it's affected by radiation. Look, we do know from reports at AE3 in Oxford that anthrax was used in Wave 3. We've just got no idea of the extent of it. It's not as if we can go up and test anything. We can't even count the bodies.
Okay, sorry about that. So let's go to this one right here. Let's look at it. Excuse me. Sorry about the cough. So we can see right here, this just letting us know on this map that at west of North Hope, how many is confirmed dead? 4,896. So that's all this map is really is going to let you know about it. We can go through it for a little bit. 6,784 in Ellen. Alright. There's 10,945 confirmed dead here. Alright. So we can back out. So we want to go to this area right in here. So this next step is very crucial, so follow it step by step. So let's go in this door right here. Turn on the light. Alright, before we click on this, or before we click on this one right here, we want to click on this document that is in the box right here. Make sure you do this the very first thing that you do before you interact with any of the other ones in this room. So let's do this first. Hit X to read it. Alright, when the X will close it. Hit B to back out. Alright, let's click on to the Geiger radiation meter finder. Let's click on the NBC suit. Hit B to back out, hit B to back out, hit B to back out. There's another achievement that we unlocked, Alarm, for finishing chapter 6. Sorry about that. Got sidetracked for a moment. So here's the footsteps right here.
Oh.
Alright, so we're going to have to go over here. But before we do that, we want to go into this little office area right here first. Turn on the light on the desk. Go to the computer. Interact with it. Hit X to read it. Give it a few seconds. Alright, we can close it. Alright. Alright, we want to go to the desk, this icon right here. This prompt right here. Hit it. The very top drawer. Click on the toy right here first.
The engineer.
That's the engineer toy. So we're going to unlock an achievement for it. Alright, let's interact with the document and we'll hit X to read it.
Accident report. Date 12th of August 92. 1910. Filed by F. Hurley. Ran scheduled test of backup filtration unit. Rad levels way too high on output. Over 500 rem. Red lights across the board. Thought it was a Duff filter. Tried a new one. Same.
Sacrificed a Geiger.
stuck it on a rod and ran it round inside the casing. We've got contaminated dust clogging the lower X duct. God knows how it got in. Might be a hairline, or maybe the filter just couldn't cope with the levels being so much higher than we expected. This is really, really bad. Without taking this apart, cleaning, resealing, and decontaminating the whole thing, it's useless. We have no backup air filtration system. But I can't see how we can do it. We don't have a clean space to do this in. Bishop just shrugs pretty much. Keep it quiet, Frank. You only worry people. For fuck's sake. What else isn't he telling us?
Alright, so I'm gonna hit X to close it. Hit B to back out. Hit B to back out. Alright, before you go any further, let's interact with this document right here. And we're going to hit X to read it.
Air filtration unit check, day 18th of October 95. 1611. Check by PJT. Main filtration unit running okay. Cleaned out and replaced filters. Checked back up just to be sure. Readings are a bit high, but Frank says no need to replace at the moment. Probably just as well. I'm concerned about our stock level of filters for the main unit. We're chewing through them a lot faster than spec says, due to higher outdoor rad than expected. Frank says he'll have a word with Bishop about stocks and sorting out the backup longer term. PJ.
Alright, we hit X to close it. Hit B to back out. Hit B to back out again. We will have to come back in here later on in a little bit. So hit B to back out. So let's go over here to this area right here. So with this right here, you can have easily tap your A button. Get all those little dots. Lead from that point to the next point. So we're going to go back in this area right here. Go to this right here. Let's open the filter box. So the radiation machine is going off. So it's going to be this one right here. Alright, we're going to dispose of it in the radiation dump right here. Garbage disposal right here. Alright, we're going to replace the filter, so let's activate this right here. This is where it is.
I think I could use these to fix the unit.
Alright, let's grab a air filter. Let's go replace it. Okay, hit B to back out. Before we go any further, we're going to go back into this office. We're going to turn the computer back on. Hit X to read it. Alright. That unlocks another achievement, the floppy disk finder. We found all the computers. Hit B to back out. So let's go back to this area right here. That unlocks another achievement for air filtration for fishing chapter 7.
He's coming!
So here in a few minutes we're going to have another one of them quick time event. If it's come up. So be ready to activate it. Excuse me. So here it's just to come up. So have your cursor about right here.
She can't have had a white cell count so low yesterday.
Here it comes.
I didn't understand it. And she's no better.
Vomiting, bleeding, diarrhea, liver failure, it's got to be.
It can't be radiation sickness. Look, these...
Of course it can. This place probably leaks like a sieve. It was built by the lowest bidder. No one thought there'd be a real war. I know Bishop said that we'll be safe here, but honestly, George, do you believe him? I'm sorry.
No, don't worry. We've all been under a lot of pressure. Margaret, where's the Lindane ointment?
That top left. You and Evelyn had it for Mrs. Harrison.
Yes, but there were 2 unopened bottles there on Monday. We have to keep on top of the stock. We can't have...
What is it?
Nothing. It doesn't matter.
Alright, let's go to the medicine cabinet. Let's open it. Go up to the first shelf up here. You want to interact with this medication right here. Hit X to read it. Give it a few seconds. Alright, hit X to close it. Leave it back out. Let's go ahead and grab the scissors and the ruler. You see on the radiation water map, some of the areas are starting to fill up with radiation. So it's telling us to evacuate the bunker immediately. we unlocked another achievement, Broken, for finishing chapter 8.
Keep your damn...
What are you doing? You're supposed to stay...
Or we'd all be dead.
I was just exploring. Oh, John.
I want that door sealed shut immediately.
For Christ's sake, Margaret. Keep your little shit in his quarters before he explores the wrong place and gets us all killed.
Seal that door immediately!
Alright, so let's activate, go down this area right in here. So hit on that footprint, activate it. Do not try to open the door yet. The first thing you want to do first is right up here, up on the door right here, on this little shelf light, is a toy.
Nurse.
The nurse. So we should be unlocking achievement for it. We got 7 of 9 toys now. Still, don't open the door yet. Try open the door yet. You want to activate this right here. Here is a document right here. Let's
PJ,
hit read.
please put the oxy tanks back in the cupboard and lock it when you're done with the weld. Don't need Bishop on my back about this as well.
Nope, page
Be
unturned.
sparing with fuel.
We read all documents.
We'll need to cut ourselves out again someday, God willing. This is overkill and a waste of oxy, but we'll keep him happy. Well, if happy is something he's capable of. Frank.
Alright, hit X close. Leave back out. Let's try to grab this wrench now. Alright. We'll try open this door, but it's not going to let us open it. Back out. Let's go to this one right here.
Won't be long now, I promise.
There's another achievement unlocking, radiation, for finishing chapter 9. So let's go through this door.
Do we have enough food? How long before it's safe to go back up?
And we've finally been able to take some proper readings from the RA-14 sensors. They show we have a range of 700 to 1,000 rads for anyone exposed to the atmosphere.
What does that mean?
Well, anything over 200 rads can be fatal. No.
How long before it's safe to go back up?
Our best guess, 20 to 30 years.
That's... Sam? Can we last that long? Do we have enough food?
Yes, yes, it'll be all right. We may have to ration a little, but it'll be all right.
Mom? It's all right, darling. Everything's going to be fine.
Alright, let's grab this toy right here.
Churchill.
They're going to unlock the achievement for Churchill for collecting that toy. So it looks like we've got 8 of 9. Let's look at the radiation map.
The escape hatch must be in here somewhere.
Escape hatch is right here, but we're going to go in this area, make sure there's nothing else we need to interact with. We're not going to go through that door, but let's check this table out right here. Alright, here's another map. Where it's showing how many was confirmed dead with the nuclear hits. Stroll around here for a little bit. I don't think it's needed for the achievement, but like I said, we're gonna be thorough anyway. Alright, hit B back out. Hit B again. Hit B again. Let's go to the hatch on the floor.
A hatch.
So here in a few minutes, we're going to have another one of them quick time events that's going to come up. So be ready for it. Alright, fishing to come up here in a minute. A few seconds. So right here it comes. There it goes. cassette player right here. When it lets you, make sure you interact with it. This is the last one.
Well, I'm calling it. 12th of November 1992. Carol and I have been scanning all the bands for 3 days now, just in
There it
case.
comes. We unlock that achievement. Press play.
The last contact we
We
had
listen to all cassettes.
17th of October. CN1 in Bedfordshire. From what I could work out, they were fighting over food. Have I had anything more? So that's it. We're done. There's no one else out there. Or if there is, they've got no idea we're here. 12th of November 1992. The day this became our tomb. Christ, I need a drink.
Alright, so we can shut it off. Alright, before we do anything further, do not open this door yet. Right here, on this little light fixture switch box right here is a toy, so make sure you get it. That's 9 of 9, the general. So that's gonna unlock friends. We found all the toys. And for finding also the journal toy. So we can go through this door now. Excuse me. We unlocked another achievement, Descent, for finishing chapter 10. So we're going to check this door. You won't be able to get out, but we're going to check it anyway.
Torch.
Alright, let's activate this right here. I think we're fixing to have one of them quick time events come up here in a few minutes. So be ready.
Come on, please. Please. Come on. Come on, quickly, we can get to this way. Come on. Help me, John.
Here it comes, right there.
He's coming!
about to have 2 of those quick time events come up here in a few minutes. So be ready.
Looking for the key. Why would I give you a way out, Margaret? You and the little rat are not going to leave. You're not going anywhere. We're all gonna die down here.
John, no!
So here it comes to come up.
It's okay. No one can hurt us now.
I did it. I killed him. I don't have much time.
This is just gonna let John know he needs to find the keys.
The key must be in cold storage.
We're safe here, that's what matters. As long as I'm here, I'll look after us. It's all right, John. It's over. We're safe here. And that's all that matters. As long as I'm here, I'll look after you. Nothing can hurt us now. Yes, Mom. I love you, John.
I don't know the code.
Okay, so to figure the code out, so in order to figure the code out, is the first number is going to be the one with the most blood, and then so on. The next one will be the least amount, then the next one the least amount from that. So the one with the most is 3, looks like, and 7, 8, and it's going to be 6, because you can see right there in the corner right there, right in there, there's a little smidge of blood. We unlocked another achievement, Awakenings, for finishing chapter 11. So we got to find the key. Let's check this out first. Apparently it ain't it. Alright, let's proceed forward. Alright, before you go any further, this is puzzle pieces right here. If you go on down through there before you get this puzzle piece, you won't get it here, you have to play it. Go back to the front of be completed and bring it back up to this area. Make sure you get this puzzle piece first. Yeah, I'm about to another achievement. Missing the puzzle piece. Going down the vent now.
When you reach level 5, find the ventilation hatch. Look for the hot pipe, but make sure it's the one with the warning label, John. Then open the top, but be careful. Then you run back to me as fast as you can. As fast as you can, John, promise me.
I promise.
You've got this. You understand. You'll remember. Good boy. Be careful.
Find the hot pipe. Find the hot pipe. Find the hot pipe. Find the hot pipe.
What key is it?
It's gonna be the red key. got 2 prompts that are gonna come up, and you gotta repeatedly tap the A button repeatedly very fast. If you don't, it's gonna start you back over, and you gotta unlock that door and come back through it again. So make sure you try to get it on your first attempts. Alright, let's go upstairs.
Almost there.
So here's the one. Right here. You gotta be fast. Tapping it. I got that one. The next one come up is a little bit trickier.
Come on! Keep moving!
I got it. So you gotta be very fast, tapping it. Tapping that A button. And if you don't get it, it's just gonna bring you back at that door. Just open it and go through it again until you get it.
You can't leave me, John. Stay with me. You promised. You belong here. Everything I did for you.
And I've taken the spoiled supplies off.
Then spit it out.
14 months. How fast?
Margaret, where's the Lindane?
That top left. You never did it for Mrs. Harrison.
So this tells us that John's mom did this.
Do we have enough food?
I have to ration.
She made some kind of gas. And
Good boy.
excuse me. And it apparently killed everybody except for John and her.
Darling, he's going to be fine.
So it's going to give you two options, either stay or leave. So I'm going to pick stay first.
Good boy.
That unlocks an achievement for stay. because we choose to stay. So we're going to do it again, and we're going to decide to leave, and that will unlock the achievement for leaving, and it will unlock all 28 achievements. Alright, you're going to go through the credits, and when it gives you the option to skip it, just hit skip it. Alright, hit B to skip it. Alright, you don't want to start a new game, you want to hit continue. Make sure you hit continue. It's going to bring you to this vent right here. So it's going to be about another 10 minutes maybe. With that beat playing through the whole game from the beginning.
I have to get out of here.
So if you miss it your first time, you can get that puzzle piece again, but you don't have to. That's why I was telling you earlier, if you didn't get it, you can restart it, hit continue, and it'll bring you back right The bad thing about it, you just gotta go through this little sequence again.
When you reach level 5, find the ventilation hatch. Look for the hot pipe, but make sure it's the one with the warning label, John. Then open the top, be careful. Then you run back to me as fast as you can. As fast as you can, John, promise me.
I promise.
You've got this. You understand. You'll remember. Good boy. Be careful.
Find the hot pipe.
key, is it?
Bad part about it, we gotta hit those 2 things real quick, rapidly, real quick. If you don't get it, just bring it back right here, like I said, first time. So let's see if I can get it the second time.
Almost there. Let's get ready for the next one. It's not real. We got it.
Leave me, John. You promised. You belong here. Everything I did for you.
And I've taken the spoil supplies off.
And spit it out.
14 months at best.
Margaret, where's the lead date on it?
That top left. You and Evelyn had it from Mrs. Harrison. How long before it's safe to go back up?
20 to 30 years.
Do we have enough food?
May have to ration.
You got this. Good remember. Good boy. Mom? Darling, he's going to be fine.
leave it. Let's leave this area. There with the achievement for leave. Alright, that's it. That is it. We completed it. We can hit B to skip it. Let's check our achievements to make sure. Alright, we unlocked 28 of 28. We got 1,000 of 1,000 gamer points. Here we can go stroll down through. Alright. Scroll down through all of them, make sure you got what I got. Alright, that should be it. Like I said, we got 28 of 28, and we got 1,000 gamer points of 1,000 gamer points. Well, it's been real, it's been good, I've enjoyed it. And until next time, ladies and gentlemen, if you would, go ahead and hit that like button. Leave a comment. Let me know what you think about this playthrough. And if you also would, please hit that subscribe button. Until next time, y'all. Peace out.